Breaking news tonight. R&B singer Chris Brown is taking on Warner Brothers Discovery with a whopping $500 million lawsuit. Why? Apparently, a documentary labeled him a little too villainous. Let's break this down. Stay tuned. It's about to get spicy. The man behind loyal, and let's be honest, some very questionable decisions, has filed legal papers claiming the 2024 documentary Chris Brown, A History of Violence, defamed him. According to Chris, Warner Brothers Discovery, along with its production company Ample Entertainment, went too far in painting him as a serial abuser of women. And he's asking for $500 million in damages. $500 million. I mean, $500 million. That's the kind of money you'd expect Dr. Dre to ask for in a Beats headphone deal, not a defamation lawsuit. But hey, Chris is adamant they owe him. In the lawsuit, Brown claims the documentary's creators ditched journalistic principles faster than a New Year's resolution, all in pursuit of likes, clicks, and cash. He alleges that the filmmakers knowingly spread lies about him, dragging his reputation through the mud. But wait, there's more. Chris also called out one of the key accusers featured in the documentary, a Jane Doe, who alleges sexual assault. And to spice things up further, several talking heads who appeared in the documentary are also named in his complaint. It's like Oprah handing out lawsuits. You get sued. You get sued. Everybody gets sued. Here's the thing. The title alone, A History of Violence, isn't exactly subtle. It sounds like a Netflix drama about a mob boss, not a documentary about an R&B singer. What's next? A spin-off called Chris Brown, the remix of Bad Decisions? Or maybe Chris Brown, Live and Let Lawsuit? But hey, Chris has a point. He argues the documentary creators were deliberately deceptive, which, let's be honest, is a bold accusation coming from someone who once claimed a nightclub incident was just a misunderstanding over a VIP couch. Now, to add some context here, this lawsuit doesn't just stop at cash. Chris claims he plans to donate a portion of any damages to survivors of sexual abuse. And look, I know we're all for second chances, but that feels like when someone promises to donate to charity after winning the lottery. Like, how big is this portion, Chris? A sliver? A slice? A crumb? Exactly. And let's not forget, this isn't Chris Brown's first rodeo when it comes to legal trouble. Remember the infamous 2009 incident with Rihanna? Or the numerous other allegations over the years? Chris Brown's history isn't exactly squeaky clean. But does that mean the documentary crossed a line? That's what the courts will have to decide. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers Discovery and Ample Entertainment haven't responded to the lawsuit yet. Probably because they're busy calling their legal team saying, hey, can we counter-sue for emotional distress? Or maybe they're just trying to figure out how to spin this in the press. After all, nothing says tough day at work like being dragged into a $500 million defamation lawsuit by a pop star who owns more Lamborghinis than sense. But seriously, this case raises some interesting questions. Where's the line between accountability and defamation? Are documentaries like this just sensationalism for profit? And most importantly, will Chris Brown drop an album about this called 500 Million Problems? If he does, it better come with a bonus track called Don't Sue Me. But jokes aside, this lawsuit is no small deal. If Chris wins, it could set a precedent for celebrities pushing back against damaging portrayals in the media. But if he loses, well, that's one expensive publicity stunt. And let's not ignore the PR chaos surrounding this. Chris says the documentary has harmed his reputation. Though, let's be real, his reputation wasn't exactly Grammy-ready to begin with. It's like suing someone for pointing out that water is wet. Well, Chris clearly thinks this lawsuit is worth fighting for. We'll keep an eye on how this develops. Until then, Warner Brothers Discovery is probably working overtime to ensure their next documentary is about puppies or rainbows. Stay safe out there. Folks, unless you're a media conglomerate. Music swells dramatically, then fades out. For more updates on this and other stories, make sure to follow us here. And remember, words can cost you, apparently $500 million to be exact. And maybe keep your documentary titles a little less on the nose next time. Good night, everyone.